Hi! So I was tagged by AlffBooks to do the writing habits tag. This is the first time I've ever been tagged in anything, so thank you AlffBooks for nominating me. This is so exciting because I've achieved what I wanted from this community, to have actual interactions. I don't do as much writing as I wish I did in my leisure time, but I hope to change that. So let's get on with the questions. Question 1. Typed or handwritten? I'd say handwritten, but I'm a bit of both. Like, I like to handwrite the first draft and then type it up so that it's neat and filed together, because my writing is atrocious. Question 2. Cursive or printed? I'd say printed. As I mentioned just before, my writing is atrocious, so printed is the best way to read my writing. Question 3. Show us your favourite pen. I don't really have a favourite pen, but I like any pen that's like this, like a biro, because like fancy shiny pens don't do it for me, because I smudge it when I write. It just smudges everywhere. So I prefer stock standard pens, and I always lose them, so it wouldn't be very good for me to have a favourite pen because I would lose it. So any pen that looks like this, and preferably black. Question 4. Where do you like to write? My favourite writing location is probably my bed. I'd like put a pillow up against the wall and just have my little portable desk thing. This from IKEA. And I would write. Otherwise, on the go, usually on the bus, train, public transport, because I don't have a car yet. Number 5. Who are your 5 favourite authors in terms of authorial style? Okay, so when I got down to thinking about this, I realised my favourite authors are children's authors. And it makes me sound juvenile because those were probably the best reading years of my life, when I discovered A Series of Unfortunate Events, Lemony Snicket, hands down. That series was epic. And I just, even as an adult, I still enjoy his writing style, and I'm rereading the series again. I'm up to 6. I also like Rick Riordan because I absolutely enjoyed the Percy Jackson series, and I read some spin-off series like the Kane Chronicles, is that what it's called? Yeah. And just it was great. I was sucked in. Bear in mind, I read those books when I was maybe 16, 15, so I was already a bit older than the age group he was gearing towards, but it was entertaining nonetheless, so top-notch writer. And yeah, another children's author is Kate DiCamillo. She's the lady who wrote Because of Winn-Dixie, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, Tiger Rising, and The Tale of Despereaux. Oh, those were classics, and I read those at an older age, like when I was in year 6, so 12, but they were still great. So yes, that's already 3, and they're all children's authors. Okay, the 4th one, you could call her a children's author, but she's a classic writer, so Louisa May Alcott, purely because Little Women is one of my favourite books I've ever read. And lastly, Kazuo Ishiguro. I hope I pronounced that right. But he's the author of Never Let Me Go and a whole host of other books that are just amazing. Not that I've read them, but they've gotten like universally good reviews. And I haven't actually finished Never Let Me Go. That's the book that I read for me to experience the amazing writing that he does. But even so, I was already amazed. And if I had more time to read, I would absolutely read all his work, because he just has a masterful craft of writing. Number 6. What are your 3 favourite books on writing? Well, about that, I have never read a book on writing specifically, except like school prescribed books that tell you about grammar and stuff and how to write. So, and that's drab, and I don't recommend any of them. So if you have any recommendations of what books to read that are on writing, I'd love to read it because I want to improve my writing. I'm not a very good writer, so. Number 7. Have you ever competed in NaNoWriMo? I actually had to look that up because I've never heard of NaNoWriMo. It looks cool. I mean, I'd love to participate. I don't know much about it because I just looked it up to see what NaNoWriMo actually stood. I only looked it up to see what NaNoWriMo actually stood for, but it seems cool. I've never competed, but I'd like to join the community. Number 8. Have you ever won NaNoWriMo? It's kind of hard when you haven't competed. Number 9. Have you ever had anything published? No, but this is an opportunity for me to fork out my old diary. I used to have this dream that I wanted this to be published, but I went back and read some of my entries and I just realized no one would ever pick this up. It's not very proper. There's a lot of swearing and there's a lot of shortcut. I think 80% of this book is just me talking about one guy I was in love with. Well, I thought I was in love with. And it's actually really cringeworthy. This is my year 8 self, my 14-year-old self, 13-year-old self. And I'm very glad I did not try to get this published. I'll read you an excerpt. I want you to be something I can write in, to express my deepest thoughts and secrets. I don't want to force myself to write in you every day. There is no rules. I can swear and be a bitch in here. In a way, you're something to vent my feelings on. My hope is that one day you can be published so that other girls can relate to you, but that's just a dream. What a joke. Number 10. What projects are you working on now? Nothing. I'm hardly even writing in my diary, which is this, and that's a project I want to do, which is fill out this diary, write every day, but I haven't written since the 20th of March, so that's great progress. But one of my goals that I stated in my other video was that I wanted to write a short story I'm proud of. I want to actually get on this writing path of self-expression. I don't know. Number 11. What is your soundtrack to writing? I prefer to be silent when I write because I get distracted very easily. If there's music playing in the background or if someone is talking, I can't even concentrate. So preferably nothing, but you know, before it, I like to put on a bit of Natasha Bedingfield, you know, unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illumine, make the words that you cannot find. Number 12. Do you have a writing pump-up song? Shock to the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. That is the universal pump-up song. Like, it doesn't even have to do with writing. It's just, I just stole that from How I Met Your Mother, but thank you for watching this awkward video. I'll edit it in a way that it's not awkward, but for me it was awkward. Thank you AlffBooks for tagging me, and I tag. I don't know who I want to tag yet, so I'm going to put those names in the description. So thanks for watching and tune in next time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for caring about my opinion. Because if you got up to this point, that means I was mildly bearable. Okay. Bye. Bye.